Well, welcome to Bourbon Riders and another First Pour series. Tonight, we're cracking open the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Now, I've been interested in this a while because I have the Larceny, which is another Heaven Hill product, and I've been interested in what the Elijah Craig would taste at barrel strength. I love the Larceny Barrel Proof. It is kind of proofy, and the Elijah Craig's no slouch either. This Elijah Craig is a 125.6 proof, or 62.8% alcohol. So this is batch A123, and in case you didn't know how the batches work with the Larceny and the Elijah Craig, they come out with 3 batches every year, and so A, B, and C, and then the first number after the letter indicates the month, and then the next 2 letters indicate the year. So A being first batch, January being 1, and 23 being 2023. So they'll come out with a very likely a B 522 or 523, and then a C 923. So January, May, and September, I believe, are the months that they usually come out with the new batches. So past that, it's Elijah Craig uncut, straight out of the barrel. So we're going to do a typical first pour on this, just like we did on the Larceny, and we're going to see how much we like it. So, like with all our first pours, we start with the pop. And that's a big topper that's on these bottles. So it's coming off easy though. Not a whole lot of pop there, but there's not a whole lot of neck either. So there really wasn't that much to vacuum. The bourbon's pretty high up in there. Well, let's see if we get some chugging going on. This is kind of an unusual shaped bottle. It's a little bit thin and a little bit wide, but nice and easy to handle, unlike some of the bottles I have. And because of the design, I'm sorry to say, guys, no chugging effect tonight. This probably would not be a daily sipper just because of the proof, but it could be a great Friday night or Saturday night pour, right? So let's look at the color. Nice medium to dark amber. A little bit of oil in the glass, not too heavy. Well, let's see what the nose thinks. Give it a nice little swirl here. I hope your day is going good. Mine is marvelous. Oh, I need to back up the truck a little bit. Not get that so close. It's got some proof. Woo! Gotta be careful not to inhale too much of that because it'll set you back. It does remind me of the original Elijah Craig, but like with a punch more. And you'd expect that because it's uncut, right? Not watered down. There's a lot of flavor in the aroma. Sweet, oaky, brown sugar, molasses, maybe some vanilla. I don't smell a whole lot of fruit, but I'm afraid I might get tipsy just smelling this stuff and never let it pass my lips. So, cheers. A little spice right up front. Oh, and you taste the proof. Yeah, as you swallow, the back of your throat, you get a warmness. I mean, it never gets to the Kentucky hug. It right away, you feel that proof. It's not bad. I'm not complaining, but you do taste the proof. Well, it's my first bourbon of the day, so my palate is not used to it yet. So let's take another. It seems to have certainly more a punch of a flavor, naturally, but I don't remember the baking spices in the standard Elijah as being this good. Very tasty baking spices, a little peppery, not too hot. You get plenty of sweetness, plenty of flavor. I do taste some medium to dark fruit in there, but mostly the brown sugar molasses, and it's sweet. I would say it's probably not as sweet as the Larceny, although I've not had that in a week or two. I remember the Larceny Barrel Proof as being pretty sweet. Of course, the regular Larceny for wheated bourbon, I've always found that that's pretty sweet. But this is good. Getting a nice Kentucky hug going on there. Loads of flavor. I mean, this is just packed with flavor. Packed with proof, but that flavor comes along with it. The flavor you don't get when they proof it down, which usually means adding water to get it to a certain proof level. They don't do that with the barrel proofs or the cask strengths, which to me it's the same thing. You can comment on that if you like. Final thoughts. This is a good, if not great, cask strength bourbon. I'm not always a big fan of a higher rye bourbon. This has a little more rye than I normally like, but the punch of flavor in combination with the proof, the tasting notes, the finish, make it something that I'm glad that I bought. And I would recommend you going to the website, and that's elijahcraig.com/barrel proof with a hyphen in it, and read about the barrel proof product. I mean, it's won all kinds of awards. They don't really tell you a lot about the tasting notes, the aroma, the finish, the palate, but this is basically the Elijah Craig on steroids. Our 5-tier recommendation system starts at the top by saying, stop the video and go out and buy it right now. And then at the very bottom, only drink it when it's free. With the Elijah Craig, we're going to be right in the middle, level 3. Buy it when it's on sale. And the reason I say that, I see a lot of price fluctuations. I see some store picks of this that is $90+ I've seen this for over $100 in a few places. And I've seen this more reasonable, I think around $79. Below that, I have to, and I will tell you what I paid for this bourbon below, but it wasn't $80, it wasn't $79. And I remember it being a little bit more expensive than the Larceny Barrel Proof, but that's the market for the Elijah Craig. My recommendation is find this bourbon at a good price and buy it. Add it to your collection. I think you'll be happy you did. I've got several cask and barrel proof strength bourbons. Not all of them are great. This is pretty good. And I'm not a big rye fan. I'm not a big Elijah Craig fan. But right now, this is my favorite Elijah Craig. So find a good price and put it in your basket. So we hope you liked this video and you'll subscribe for more content like this and come back every week, because at least once a week we have a new first pour. At least once a week we have a new bourbon fight. And then occasionally we have the new bourbon hunt where we go out on the motorcycle, and blinded by spice videos. And we're always adding new content. So Please subscribe so you always can be aware of new videos that comes out, sometimes 3 or 4 a week. So, as always, please drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and we'll see you next time.